So now what we want to do is we want to just keep taking action, okay? Just keep taking actions. You want to take massive action daily. You need to just keep reaching or you'll never end up having the things that you want in life, right? If you're somebody who thinks balance, then when things get tough, right before you have that breakthrough, you'll actually go in circles backwards. Balance doesn't exist. When you're starting a business and striving for extraordinary life, balance equals mediocre life. Creating excuses of why you're not where you're at because things don't align the way you want them to, okay? The time to have balance is once you put in the work and made it to the top. Even then, there's still more progress, and progress is happiness. So when do we stop, right? When do we stop? We don't stop. We just get better at utilizing the time that we have and our money and are way clearer on one priority, okay? And that's to just keep reaching in life, right? When you think massive, you think of something large, right? To what normal is to you. When you think about action, you think of things getting done. But when you think of those two terms together, you think about getting large things done compared to normal or what people think is normal. This is what will separate you from the average and will get you on the path to your extraordinary life, okay? So when you think about the things that people do, right? So there are 4 things people do wrong, right? Or there are 4 things that people decide that they want to do. 1, they do wrong actions. 2, people take no action. 3, people take some of the right action, very realistic action, okay? And number 4, people take massive amounts of action. They think massive, they think huge. Which one are you, right? And be honest with yourself. It does not pay not to be honest right here, okay? Even when you have no clue what you're doing, you need to make and take massive action. If you're not taking massive action forward, then the only thing that's happening is the exact opposite. You're going backwards. Now, the things that stop people from taking massive action is it creates new issues or new problems. But what they don't realize is these are just a disguise for new opportunities, right? So when things start to come up and these issues start to arise, these aren't necessarily issues. You have to look at these things as opportunities, new opportunities for you to do more and help more and give more, okay? For example, if you're going to book appointments or calls, aim so big and so massive that you set so many appointments that you're guaranteed somebody will show up and it'll deliver a return on the time that you spent. Now, you need to focus on the good things. You can see the light or you can also see the dark. Most people naturally try to look for things that are wrong. They see the dark. You need to start seeing the light, the good things, the positive things, right? Focus not on the people not showing up, but in fact, the ones who are showing up. And if you do it right and you do it big, you don't have to worry about the ones who didn't show up anyways, because you probably set yourself up and double booked yourself so full and have more calls or appointments still showing up. You don't even have time to think about the ones that did not show up, right? This separates a huge income and a huge impact from a small income and a small impact with not enough massive action, okay? So never think small. Never think small. Most of the time when you think small and hit a small goal, you're still not happy and you're still not satisfied. So regardless, you might as well think big 100% of the time. The far majority of people don't ever get enough or have enough in life, mainly because they don't ever do enough in life, right? I always use the term, what you put out is what you'll get back. If you give somebody a compliment, chances are you'll get a compliment back. If you tell somebody to F off, chances are you're gonna get told to F off right back, okay? Now remember, when somebody says that you are working too hard or that your goals are too big, then you know that you're on the right track 100%. And the reason why I say that is because unfortunately those people are telling you those things because they have already given up on their own hopes and their own dreams. So don't allow that to end up clouding your space or your thought process. It's not relevant for you. It only is a direct reflection of where they're at in their current life, okay? So if your goal takes 1 month of action, you need to triple it. And I can guarantee you, if you triple it, you'll blow right by your original goal, and you'll be way more satisfied knowing that you thought big and you took massive amounts of action to accomplish this, okay? Like I've talked about before, if you wanna have so many people, right, in your business, you wanna have income coming in, you wanna have different things going on, and you wanna continuously keep growing, you need to have so many people in your pipeline. You need to have so many people in your schedule. Your schedule every day should be booked full throughout the course of the day. And the reason why I say that is because 1 or 2 people are bound not to show up. That's when you can decide that you can take a break, right? Because that's going to happen no matter what. So when somebody doesn't answer, doesn't show, it's kind of a relief in that sense, right? You're like, oh man, they didn't show, right? So don't ever think, oh man, somebody didn't show up, and start overthinking it, because the only reason you would do that is you didn't take triple the amount of action needed to set yourself up. And the only reason you're feeling down or upset about that situation when somebody doesn't show up is because you know you're not taking enough action, and you're dependent on that one person or that one sale or that one deal. Instead, if you would have just tripled it, you could be dependent on 3 or 4 deals or 10 deals or 12 deals instead of one person. Don't allow yourself to fall into this trap where people get so upset because they're not setting themselves up enough to move forward and to have the growth that they want in their business or in sales. So don't be realistic when it comes to taking more action. Don't be realistic when it comes to taking more action, and you'll have an extraordinary result in an extraordinary life. Even when you're taking massive action, you follow it up with even more action to guarantee that those results will happen. When you're selling, start with people that you know, right? People who know you. This is the most overlooked area when getting your products and your services out there. Who better to help, or who better to talk to, or who better to offer your products and your service than the people who know and trust who you are already, and will probably refer people to you because they love what you're doing, your products and your services anyways. This is extremely overlooked by the fact that sometimes people think they're getting annoying. Don't be that person, and actually help more people and solve their problems.